Hey, buddy. I got you something.
What is it?
I got you a game.
Awesome!
And I got you this game.
Are you serious, Dad?
And I got you this game.
Yay!
Buy 2 pre-owned video games, get the third one free. Thanksgiving weekend at GameStop. Joy to the players.
Oh.
So the other day I'm sitting there and I get an email from GameStop like I normally do. And it says GameStop Retro. So I tap on the email, kind of curious about it. And it says find a GameStop Retro location near you. So I looked it up and I was like, huh, okay, so GameStop is getting back into the retro gaming atmosphere. This is interesting. So I decided to find that location and pay it a visit. And this is what I experienced. So upon walking in, you kind of had to go all the way to the back of the store because that's where the retro section was. And it was kind of away from everything else in its own little section. The section wasn't too big, but it was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And so of course I went straight to the Xbox 360 games, started looking at some Call of Duty titles that they had in stock. Call of Duty Black Ops, because Black Ops 6 is coming out soon. Call of Juarez, not too bad on that one. Darksiders Collection for $6.99, that's not bad. 2 games in one. Dragon Z Budokai, that's a pretty good game, a little expensive though. Let's see, Oblivion, $6.99. If you don't have that game by now, then what are you doing? FIFA Street. Got some Grand Theft Auto 5 for $9.99. And yeah, some Assassin's Creed games here. Not too bad. They did have a very small Vita collection. Not that many games, but you know, I still glad to see them in stock here. We got Minecraft, $19.99. And here's the rest of the Xbox 360 section on the bottom here. Then we got The Walking Dead for the PlayStation 3. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, PlayStation 3, Far Cry 4, $7.99. So yeah, I mean, some of these titles aren't too bad in price. $9.99 for The Last of Us. But yeah, there's some outlier games in this stock that are a little higher than I would think or would want them to be. NCAA Football 14, $44. That game definitely dropped in price once the new college football game came out. And they also had over here some DS games. I was kind of concerned how they would handle the DS cartridges, seeing as, you know, they can't just put cartridges out on the floor. But it looks like the way that they're going to resolve this is by just putting generic stuff on a game case and putting it out on the floor. And then basically what you would do if you wanted the game, you would take the case up to the counter and they would grab it from the behind the register and give it to you that way. Some of these titles, they do actually have the original cases, which is good. Pokemon Conquest, $54.99. Holy crap. Pokemon games are so... Pokemon Pearl, $74.99. Jeez. Pokemon games are crazy expensive these days. I do not understand why. Mega Man Zero Collection. Then we went down to the 3DS section. We got The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Super Mario Maker, $12.99. Super Mario 3D Land for $20. Luigi's Mansion's $39.99. Holy crap, that's crazy. Why would you buy that when it's on the Switch? This game, I actually went and go ahead and purchased this game. Mario Party Top 100. I've been looking for this game for a while. And I'm glad that they have these games back in stock because I really missed out on that game when it first came out. Pokemon Moon, $29.99. Mario Party Star Rush. Okay, they got a good selection of titles here. Samus Returns, Pokemon X. Yeah, and then we got, you know, these game cases over here. $7.99 for Spy Hunter. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for $7.99. 3DS. Some more 3DS titles down here. Yeah, 3DS. Holy crap, Pokemon Omega Ruby. That Pokemon grows too crazy. We got some Wii games. Not too interested in Wii titles, but you know, for those people who like Wii, they're here as well. In the flesh. Another Olympic Winter Games by Mario and Sonic there. And then Jurassic the Hunted, $7.99 for you Wii lovers. And then we go down here to the Wii U, the best-selling Nintendo console of all time. Down here with the Wii U games that actually cost money. And Mario Kart 8, $9.99, the best Mario Kart version you can get. And Pac-Man, $14.99. Oh, dropped something there. What was this? Oh, Splatoon for $9.99. That's not bad. Super Mario 3D World, $9.99. I don't understand why you would buy Mario 3D World. Oh, Super Mario Maker, $7.99. That's not bad either. I just don't understand why you would buy that. Oh, it looks like we got 2 Nintendo 64 games over here as well with the cases. Here's some more Vita games here. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire retro section at my local retro GameStop. And they had a pretty good selection. The prices weren't too bad for most of the titles. For a couple of titles it was kind of crazy, but yeah, that's the entire collection. Let me know what you guys think. So some of my main concerns with GameStop getting back into the retro industry, retro sphere, whatever, is that I'm pretty sure they tried this one time before and they had a lot of issues with it, which is why they did away with it. A lot of the issues were that they didn't put the time and effort into training their employees as far as if they got trade-ins from people that had like reproductions of older games. Like there's no way for them to know. They're not going to be taking these apart. They're not going to test these games. They're not going to resurface any discs that need to be resurfaced. They're not even going to check the boards on the carts because they just don't have the resources to do that. And last time, like I said, they didn't have the resources or capabilities to train their employees efficiently in how to distinguish from a reproduction retro game from, you know, the original. And that just hurts the customer because, you know, when you buy something, not everybody's going to be able to tell if it's a reproduction game or not. Another reason is a lot of collectors and people who shop retro games, they'd rather shop at their local game store because they support their local game stores, and you know, they can probably get better deals. They have a better connection with the people who work there, and they can probably find more niche titles than they would be able to at GameStop. And for the people who don't want to go to these locations and buying it online, of course, with any game you buy online with GameStop, you really don't have any idea what kind of condition you're going to receive this game in, or if it'll come with the original casing or not. And you know, most collectors, when they buy something, they want everything to be, you know, all together in one piece. And another concern is, you know, GameStop already has a lot of issues with giving people good value for their trade-ins. And, you know, a lot of retro titles are, you know, pretty valuable. And, you know, I don't feel like GameStop is really going to be the place that people can really confidently go to get good value for their retro games, especially, you know, ones that are a little more pricey. Like you saw in the video, the prices, it was a very small section. The prices were typically all over the place. It really depends on the title. You know, it kind of goes from low to like they jack up the prices for games that they know, you know, probably cost a little more. And like I said before, I saw a lot of people online concerned about how are they gonna, you know, display these, you know, cartridge-based games like the Nintendo 64. They're just gonna keep it behind the counter. You have to ask for it. Well, no. Obviously, you saw in the video that what they're doing is they're just putting these display cases with just some generic cover art on it that says, you know, Mario Party Nintendo 64 on it. So basically what you'll have to do is take the case up to the counter, and then at that point they'd be able to get the game out for you. And then at that point I guess you'll figure out whether or not they have the game in the original casing and all that. So that's pretty interesting. I do know right now they are doing a 10% trade-in credit for retro games, so they're probably trying to get like a stock of retro games to supply these retro GameStops. I just also have a concern with, you know, people wanting to, you know, capitalize on this, and just they know how untrained and unknowledgeable these employees are about these reproductions, and they might just go in and sell a bunch of reproductions to GameStop, and then, you know, what is GameStop going to do, you know? And lastly, one of my other concerns is, what is GameStop going to do with new retro titles that they get in? Because a lot of people have been complaining lately that GameStop will sell a game as brand new, but it won't be in the plastic. Like they'll take the plastic off and then put it back on the shelf, sell it as new, when it's not new. The plastic has been torn off of it. And I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with retro titles that they get in that are brand new as well. Like, you know, as a collector, you definitely don't want a new game to be taken out of the plastic. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that they have to sort through with this GameStop Retro ordeal that they're getting into. A lot of things that I don't feel like they're going to be able to resolve. And I feel like this may not work out. But I do hope GameStop is successful in this, because I've grown up with GameStop, and GameStop is such a big part of my childhood that I would love to see them be successful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.